Hi, this is Scott West with Mungenast St. Louis Honda. Thanks so much for joining us today as we bring you the 2014 Honda Accord Hybrid. Now, the Accord Hybrid sedan is brand new for 2014. So in a minute, we're going to show you the outside, go over the interior features, as well as take you on a short test drive just to show you how well this vehicle handles on the open road. Now, the Honda Accord Hybrid actually shares a lot in common with the standard Accord when it comes to the exterior. In fact, there's really not a whole lot telling you that this is the hybrid. It doesn't look weird. It looks pretty basic, which is good, especially if you're trying to save the planet in style. So the only things really telling you that this is a hybrid vehicle, aside from the hybrid badge, which is somewhat obvious, is these beautiful 17-inch wheels. For example, these only come available, this style is only available on the Accord Hybrid. The Accord Hybrid also has a slightly different grille. You see some blue trim in there, as well as a slight blue tint on the headlights and the taillights. Otherwise, nobody really can tell from a distance that you're driving a hybrid vehicle. Now, under the hood of the Accord Hybrid, you'll find a version of Honda's brand new Earth Dreams hybrid powertrain that, for the first time ever on a Honda, you can now run this in EV mode during optimal driving conditions, low speed, that kind of thing. It's never been able to do that before. The battery pack has always had to work in parallel with the combustion engine. Now the EV system can actually work on its own, which is kind of cool. But the internal combustion engine, actually total system output on this vehicle is a respectable 195 horsepower. This thing actually gets up and goes. You would never know that you're driving a hybrid otherwise, except for the fuel economy. The fuel economy is awesome in this vehicle. It's 45 highway, 50 city, with an EPA estimated fuel economy average of 47 miles per gallon. Honda has always been known for having some of the best interiors in the automotive industry, and this Accord Hybrid is absolutely no exception. This is just very, very nice. It's very luxurious, and I think you'll be surprised when you finally get into one of these just how comfortable it is. There's a lot of technology in here, and everything is just very intuitively laid out and designed. I really like the use of Honda's 7-inch display that you get in all Accord models. It's the screen for your audio, your fuel consumption history, as well as some other telematics. The other thing that's really nice is the lane watch. Your lane watch image is also displayed there, which is a very nice place to be. Now, the backseat area of the Honda Accord Hybrid is very nice, and not only is it very spacious, it's exceptionally comfortable. Now, I've got a lot of headroom here, 1 or 2 inches here. I'm about 5'9", by the way, and this passenger seat is right in line with the driver's seat where I would have to drive it. And as you can see, I have plenty of knee room, plenty of leg room here, and it's just very comfortable. Also exceptionally comfortable when you fold down the center armrest. Now, the only thing that you lose in the hybrid trim is the ability to fold down the rear seat because of the hybrid battery pack sits directly behind this. So in the standard Accord, yes, this folds down. No in the Accord Hybrid. All right, now let's go ahead and take the Accord Hybrid for a quick spin here. Now, the first thing I notice right off the bat is just the amount of power and torque that I have. And although it's not a particularly powerful vehicle, you have just shy of 200 horsepower in the car. With that electric propulsion, through the battery pack and the electric motors, there's just a lot of torque that you get right off the line, which that's characteristic that you'll find in some electric vehicles. Of course, electric-only vehicles, they have just a ton of torque in them, but you also have a lot of that torque in the Accord Hybrid, so that's really nice. And I got to tell you, I drive a hybrid every day. It's not one of these, and I wish it was, because I'm so used to not having any power in my car. And in this car, it does not drive like a hybrid. This almost drives, and some people are probably going to hate on me a little bit for this, but this almost drives like a V6 or maybe even a Turbo 4. I'm going to go ahead and test the acceleration real quick. So from a standstill, all right, so EV mode was canceled, and you just hear the power come on through that internal combustion engine. And acceleration is actually very, very good. Now, part of what makes the power delivery so smooth in the Accord Hybrid is the use of the CVT automatic transmission. Now, Honda has built an exceptional CVT. Now, I went ahead and I activated my right turn signal here, and when I did, it activated the lane watch camera. And again, lane watch is something that helps, it just shows you what's in your blind spot on the passenger side of the vehicle. You know, that's a Honda feature. It's available on the 14 Civic, it's available on the Accord this year. It'll be available on the 2015 Fit when it comes out. So basically what Honda is doing is they're just rolling the system out. You know, it's going to eventually be on everything that Honda sells, which in conjunction with the standard backup camera just really makes the Honda Accord an excellent value for any family, you know, who's looking for, you know, enough space, but they also want fuel economy and they want something fun to drive. I tell you, this really is the car, you know, for the driver who wants everything. And, you know, I can talk all day about how wonderful this car is, but until you test drive it for yourself, you know, you really just have to experience what the Accord Hybrid has to offer. So come see us. We're 5939 South Lindbergh, St. Louis, Missouri. Now, if you like the review, go ahead and give us a thumbs up on it. And if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. I'm Scott West. Thanks for watching. Now, the exterior of the Honda Civic. This is the first. I am actually going to say save the planet a few times during this review.
I hope we do.
I'll just tell you, this is the first hybrid powertrain that Honda's ever made that allows the vehicle to run on EV power alone. It's always been a parallel hybrid where you have, like, you know, the battery helping the engine the entire time, but this one, they can kind of work separately a little bit. I really like this headrest back here. You know, I mean, you can kind of relax and it's still very comfortable.